We savage as fuck, y'all. Right here on Marcus King Presents Dash Comedy.
Dash Comedy.
I am Black Pedro.
I'm Shang, and I am not a pedophile. I'm not pro. I'm not pro pedophile. I'm not pro pedophile. I'm not out there like, you know what? We need to get more pedophiles in Congress. We already got one that is already
we probably have a shit ton of pedophiles.
We already got a ton
Congress.
of pedophiles in Congress. I'm saying, all right, let me clarify. So Pedro will feel a little. Calm down, man. Calm down. Breathe, nigga. Woosah. I am saying that, okay.
And this is in regards to surviving R. Kelly.
So this is, by the way, this is, and everybody's talking about it. It's all over the place. We're talking about surviving R. Kelly, and I'm saying not to just blame R. Kelly. I don't want anybody out there to be like, and don't say shit to me about it later. I don't want anybody to say, well, you just think he's okay. No, I said right off the bat, if the nigga did that to my daughter, he get hands. I don't know how that's pro somebody if I'm going to put hands on him. I'm saying that you have to blame the entire crew of people that let this continue and continue and continue and continue.
Right.
If there's 4 to 5 women, then 6 women, then 7 women, and we know about it, and then the parents know, well, I heard he pees on people. I heard he did this to a 14-year-old, and you still take your daughter over there because she's so thirsty, I want to meet R. Kelly, then you should be bunched in the fucking head. You should be bundled in your brain basket because you knew that the motherfucker was creepy, okay? I'm saying, like, dude, that's what I'm saying.
Nobody has disagreed with you on any of that, and you keep arguing that.
No, but you
no. Shane, here's what you did.
But the 17-year-old though.
No, you want to lump in the 17-year-old with everybody else that should be blamed, and that's the problem.
She was on the show. She was 17 when she did it. This is way after he already did it with a 14-year-old.
Oh man, we got to talk about this later, y'all.
After he did it with a 14-year-old, and you're 17 and you know it because it was all over the fucking place. And then you go, well,
you're blaming the 17-year-old right now. I'm saying that's what I'm saying.
Don't go over. Listen, if you don't go over to the pedophile house,
right?
You know what I'm saying? How about that? And like, you remember in the neighborhood when you had that one house that was creepy, and everybody like, man, look, don't go over to Mr. Johnson's house. Mr. Johnson like to pull his dick out while he's eating sandwiches. You don't want to do that. And if I heard Mr. Johnson pulling his dick out during eating sandwiches, I'm like, I ain't going past Mr. Johnson's house because Mr. Johnson
was rich. And Mr. Johnson had good records that everybody loved.
Empowering your community. If he drew a lot of water in your town.
It might make it harder.
That makes sense.
It make it harder, but it's not impossible.
Are we talking about making this Johnson harder?
Ms. Johnson was paying your bills that you couldn't pay.
Then,
exactly.
Okay.
That's the power abuse struggle we're talking about here.
Yeah, that's the power.
And let's not forget the overall thing too, that if this was happening to a bunch of white girls, it probably would have ended a long time ago, right?
So he'd be in jail right now.
So we know that, y'all. We are savage as fuck right here on Marcus King Presents Dash Comedy. I'm Black Pedro.
I'm Shang, and I gotta let y'all know something. Make sure that you check us out live because the Savage as Fuck shows is off the chain live. We are gonna be at the Flyaway in Pomona on January 20th. Then we're gonna be in Oxnard, California at the Levity Live. Yeah, if you get a chance on the 22nd, and then we'll be at the Brea Improv on the 29th. So make sure you check us out live. Me, Black Pedro. We're gonna have a couple other special comics special guest comics jumping on, and
special comics with helmets,
and very, 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 very funny. They're very funny.
Showtime.
Very funny. No, stop it. Special sparkle squirrel. So we're gonna be having the live shows, and follow us on all social media.
Yes.
All right. On Facebook, you got to get us on our
Savage AF.
Savage AF, and on Instagram, Savage AF
Radio. That's
and
right.
also follow the whole station. Follow the Dash Comedy. Like now we
at Dash Comedy, bro.
At Dash Comedy.
That's it, baby.
Yeah, make sure you follow.
Get at us, y'all. We also still have our guests in the house. Natty Z, tell them where they can follow you at.
At Natty Z, NATYZEEE, or at my so-called LA Life.
That's
Go
it.
ahead, check me out.
Do that.
Natty was gonna stab me.
She might still.
Natty's
She's Puerto Rican.
Y'all
Don't turn
didn't
your
say
back.
this, but in the studio, she had she had a butter knife.
She had a butter knife.
She's fastening a pencil into a weapon.
So you think R. Kelly should be raping girls? I'll stab you. And what's that say
and
about
Cassie was
you?
like, let's go to break.
Cassie was like, let's go to break. It's getting a little out of hand.
We got Scottie Trippin' in the house. Scottie, let them know where they can follow you, bro.
Bomber.
Hey man, y'all can find me. Check me out at Scottie Trippin' on Instagram at SCOTTIE.
Team Light Skin.
TRIPN. Yeah, Team Light Skin on Facebook.
That's
man.
it.
It's the group. I'm telling y'all.
Miss Erica.
And it's for the people.
I'm sorry. Yes, sir. It is for the people. Yeah. And speaking of peoples, we got Erica Peeples here.
Now.
Yo, that was a segue for you.
You see what I do? Erica Peeples. Where can they follow you?
Erica Peeples at Instagram, Facebook. Everything's Erica Peeples. PEEPLES. No O.
That's it.
Like peeps.
All
Peeps.
right.
Erica Peeples.
All right, y'all. So
Other shit happened though
we
in the world.
We a lot of shit still going on. So our in the midst of us watching R. Kelly do all his shit, our government is shut down.
Yeah,
for like 3
flat out.
weeks now or some shit, right?
And it's gonna be forever. He said
we got thousands of federal employees
There's like shit everywhere.
not
right?
getting paid.
Not getting paid.
No, and there's shit everywhere.
Yeah.
All these national parks have like shit everywhere.
like literal turds.
Like literal shit?
Literally
Like,
turds.
nobody's cleaning.
Yo.
Nobody's there
Wow.
cleaning.
Who gonna
So
pick up all
there's-
these flowers?
Right.
So there's shit on the
Wow.
floor.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
America's gone to shit.
All of this,
Literally.
Ayo. Hey, all of this, right?
Yeah.
Because
The
your
wall.
president wants a wall.
and he's holding America hostage
Hostage.
for that wall. He said it like a child. We're gonna do whatever we gotta do until we can get our wall. And if we don't get our wall, then we will shut the government down, and I'll be proud of it.
Well, guess who's
With
not
my
getting
little
their
tiny
taxes on
orange
time?
hands.
All of us.
Right.
So
That's
Tax
who has to
returns.
pay the tax.
IRS
Yep.
shut down.
IRS is half of it shut down.
Yeah, but I sell weed, so I still get money.
Yeah. Get
That
money,
part.
get money.
That part.
I'm kidding. That part.
So,
Who sells weed anymore? It's legal.
No,
Like,
no,
laying
not
around
the
town.
type I got.
Remember back in the day? No, remember back in the day? We're like, oh, somebody's smoking weed. You
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
say that
Nah,
anymore.
nah.
No,
Good
but
for-
no,
Everybody's just smoking weed.
you can't get blueberry kush or Alaskan thunderfoot. Y'all ain't never heard of that.
now you
shit.
could get ATF, baby.
Alaskan Thunder.
It's
ATF,
called
we know that.
Alaskan thunderfoot.
Hey, y'all, so we are savage as fuck. We're right here talking about Trump and this wall and shutting down the government. They say that 80% of Trump's supporters blame the Democrats for this thing.
Oh, well, duh.
Well,
That's the first thing they do.
They
Now,
blame
fi-
Democrats for everything.
50, like over 50% of Americans blame Trump. And like
57%.
yeah, and like 35 blame Democrats. But like in his party, his supporters staying true to themselves, they double down on this motherfucker.
Yeah, but they're 38% of the country. That's number one. Number two, all of them have fucked a relative. All of them. Like this week.
I was not expecting
Well, girl, this is
like-
savage
Right,
as fuck.
savage.
No idea.
All of them, like if you look, they all got extra thumbs. They foreheads is thick as fuck.
Oh my God.
They got like 5 and 6 heads. They are all thumbless. They're like I said this before. They're that second.
thumbless, not
They are.
thumbless.
They're thumbless. They have a hard time.
they haven't evolved yet.
Yeah, they haven't evolved. They're
They
the
haven't gotten
second
that part
ape
yet.
to the left on the evolutionary chain. They are all a bunch of dumb. We got to stop in saying that. I almost got in a fight in Chattanooga because I said that, and some dude like, man, I'm a Trump supporter, and I didn't appreciate what you said. Motherfucker, I'm off stage. You see me with security, bitch. You can get this too. What the fuck? Why do they think light-skinned niggas can't fight? Nigga?
They do. Hey, let me jump in real quick and
Yeah,
say
team light
that
skin.
I do vouch for that.
Yeah.
They think we can't fight.
It's like, look, he's light-skinned.
Is it a Drake thing?
In the 90s,
Not
we couldn't.
Drake?
In the
Drake?
Is it a
90s,
Drake- is it a
no
Drake
light-skinned
thing?
nigos could fight in the 90s.
It was
Oh,
like,
I thought it was a
we-
Drake
we
thing.
hit
I
the
thought,
gym.
Like, Drake
We've been in the gym
fucked
for a
it up
while.
for all
Yeah,
y'all.
you know what happened after New Jack City?
Yeah, Christopher
After
Williams fucked
Christopher
that up.
Williams got stabbed in the hand and said, I never did like you pretty motherfuckers. After that, everybody thought, man, I could just rock up on a light-skinned
fuck them
nigga.
light-skinned niggas.
I know this nigga.
well, he didn't do shit.
There's a nigga named Mac
Christopher
10.
Williams didn't do a goddamn thing. So
Because he got stabbed in the hand. Because he was the soft one. But I don't know if you ever met Mac 10, the nigga named Mac 10.
Yeah.
Back in the day,
Yeah,
rapper. And there's another dude, Sun God, and I forget the other dude. All these motherfuckers
Chino
are
XL.
light skinned and will rip your fucking head off. So
Well,
that's
I mean,
bullshit.
well, that's it.
Misconception.
Y'all got teased so much
Wait.
that now you overcompensate by
Right.
biting people's face off. When
Yeah.
they, hey, light skin, what you say? Oh.
All of a sudden,
Is it Debo?
Nah, he's not light.
no, Debo's not light skinned.
He's not light?
No.
No. You mean from Fridays?
Yeah.
No,
black
Debo.
man.
What?
No, that's not light.
See, that's that Puerto Rican shit. That's that Puerto Rican shit.
You look
What
more
about
Puerto
Ice
Rican
Cube?
than I do.
Is
Hey,
Ice,
hey,
is Ice
whip
Cube
out.
light? Is Ice Cube light skin?
Like I'm like caramel or
Ice Cube is
almondy.
not light skinned.
I'm-
No,
Ice Cube,
okay.
Ice Cube
Light
is
skin
Marcus's
light skin is
complexion.
like light bright. You got to be
Ice
Like
almost
it's like
white.
It's,
I'm
Shang,
like-
it's Shang and Scottie. That's light skin right there. That's team light
true
skin.
story. The reason we made the team light skin joke was because I didn't want to be the most light skinned person on my show. Shout out to my man William Basham who took all of the
I
credit
remember Will.
for being light skinned. That's my man though.
But no,
my man.
I'm gonna tell you why that I say that about the Trump supporters, because there's got to be a certain point where you got to go, okay, what the fuck else does he have to do for you to go? Maybe this ain't right. They don't care.
Well, you know
They're
what I'm realizing.
racist. They're a bunch of racist cunts,
Yeah.
and that
they're-
is a fact.
They're also stupid, right? So, we don't like to call them this, but they just, and then Trump knows that, so they just lied to these motherfuckers. Like Sarah Sanders, even
Lies.
Mike Pence, this whole week they've been kicking this number out that they've captured 4,000 terrorists at the Mexican border. Do you know how many they actually captured?
0.
No, 41. 1% of what this motherfucker was talking about. 41. Guess what? 35 of those motherfuckers were American citizens. That means
my
that
God.
6 foreigners on the terrorist watch list have been caught in the first 6 months of 2018.
Right. If you look at all of the
That's-
if you look at the mass
that's not a
shootings,
problem.
This is going to turn into a racial thing. So anybody listening to the Savage Fuck on Marcus King Presents, and you have sensitive yogurty ass fucking sensibilities, you're
No
not going to like
fruit
this.
at the bottom.
White fruit at the bottom.
Chobani.
Most of the serial killers, and I'm not making this up, most of the serial killers, most of the mass shootings have been white folks.
White dudes.
That's not a lie.
That's
It's a
the new
fact.
That's the new terrorist.
Vegas, the dude that shot 50 people in Vegas was a white dude and a rich white dude. You just said, you know what, man, I'm seeing these guns. If these guns work, I'm going to shoot as many people at this country concert as I can. He did it. The dude up in Northridge that went off, white dude. The dude that in Oklahoma, if you go with Oklahoma, white dude. That's what kills me when they say to us. Florida, white dude. When they say to us, like, we're violent. Black people are violent. I'm like, motherfucker, you're
We
violent.
learned it from watching you.
Yeah. I learned it from you, Dad. It's like bullshit. So that's why I don't give any credit. I used to be like, let me give some of the people that voted for Trump a chance. Now I'm like, fuck all of y'all. Because the shutdown is a child's tantrum.
It definitely is. He's
It's
going to
a
go on.
child's
So
tantrum.
he's going to go on TV tonight and pitch to America his.
Oh, that's gonna be
he's
hilarious.
address-
It's like a Shark Tank.
He's going to sell
gonna
this
Shark
wall
Tank
to
us.
us. Sell this wall to us. I think it's important for us all to realize, like, because I sit back and look at stuff like this. I'm like, what the fuck is this really about, right? Like, the man's not going to be able to build a fucking wall from Florida to over to California and shit and block out all of Mexico or
He
whatever.
can't
Right?
because
that's
of
not.
eminent domain. He can't just
That's
take people's
right.
land.
It's not even a practical
And
thing to consider,
if
right?
anybody knows anything about all that, they go underground.
They go underground.
They go
You
underground.
could take airplanes.
It doesn't
There's a whole
matter.
bunch of ways to
They
get
go-
into
they
this.
go-
Boats.
yeah,
There's a whole
boats.
bunch of ways to get into this country.
So I mean, the wall for me, the wall is something else. Means something else.
It's a distraction,
It's a
right?
distraction.
Like what's really going on with
What
Trump
is really going on?
is that Mueller is about to hand him his ass,
because
right?
of the tax, because he hasn't turned in his taxes,
Yeah.
because he's espionage, because everything with Russia.
His whole camp is falling around him.
That's why he
Indictments.
So yeah, that's why he's pushing for this wall. As long as people are focused on his wall, it's taking away focus from him, and that's his main
Because
goal.
you know what it is? It's basically subliminal.
really, though?
It's subliminal. Like if I say, I'll give you an example. If I say pot pie 15 times, pot pie, 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 pot pie.
I just want to get hungry and eat. And
Exactly.
get hot.
Now watch. Somebody's listening to this and be later on be like, you know what, nigga? I
I
want
want pot pie. Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's doing the same shit. It's like, man, pot pies is good. And then what happens when you say shit like that, then if I'm outside selling pot pies and you walk past me, you be like, yeah, man, you know what? Let me get one of these pot pies. That's what the fuck he's doing. And his sheep ass people that are following him, they buy into everything he says. Now, the other majority percentage, because the Democrats won by like millions and millions and millions, 11.7 million, then you got to look at it that way. Most of the country ain't with this motherfucker.
No, of course not.
At all.
No,
Not even close.
but the problem is his base goes out and they go do the thing.
Yeah.
And the Democrats aren't great at firing up their base,
Well,
selling a
now
message.
they are.
I mean, then I still don't think the
They
Democrats
won
are good
40
at.
seats, man.
I mean, you have to do that in this climate. Like, I mean, like,
He won.
I think
won
that's,
40
I think
seats.
that's light though, because I think that
yeah.
he's making that happen. Like, that's.
Well, I'm just saying, like, how do you not beat out these kind of Republicans, right? Like, it should be easy to beat out racist dickheads who are blatantly trying to suppress votes and things like that. Like like Hillary Clinton should have never fucking lost to Donald Trump, right? Like, how do
She
you
was
lose?
horrible, though.
How do you
She
lose
was
to a guy
horrible.
like that, right?
Hillary Clinton
Because
was horrible.
they were bad
She
at
was
selling a message all across the board.
Yeah.
The Democrats are just
because
bad.
they never thought that Trump was going to win. Everybody thought it was
That's
a joke.
bad politics.
I thought he
exactly.
was gonna
and,
win.
And that was the thing. The whole thing is that everybody's like, oh, he's never going to win. So who cares?
I thought he was
and
gonna
guess
win.
what? The motherfucker won. And that's how it works. These idiots with no thumbs are coming out.
Thumbless
Hey, way
idiots.
to pull it in
Also,
there. I like
though-
how she did
Did you see where she pulled
See
the
what she
thumb
did
stand
there?
back?
Yeah, with no thumbs are coming out, and they're still support. His rallies are they're like Hitler rallies.
Yeah.
They're crazy.
You
and
see
they
them all.
love it.
They all waving their flippers.
They're all like giving Hitler signs, and they love it. They love it, and they come in with their fucking pitchforks and their freaking Nazi signs, and they're just really
I don't
into
know.
it.
I wonder what it would be like in a relationship with you. You'd be like, "Shut up! You don't know shit." And I'm like,
oh no, this a fiery woman here, fellas. You're not ready for no Natty Z in your life. I'm gonna tell you that.
Hey, Natty Z, can I ask you
Right
a question?
now.
Yeah.
Just a question. How do you feel about what happened in Puerto Rico?
Oh, which part?
That part.
All of it.
all of it.
Which part? Because if we go back to history, it's always. I mean, Trump and Puerto Rico. Trump hates Puerto Rico. He used to love Puerto Rico. He actually went there and Miss Universe. He bought out Miss Universe, and he had Miss Universe in Puerto Rico for like 4 or 5 years. He bought up real estate all over the island, and he wanted to make it into a small little Trump island. And that's how he sold it to us like 15, 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Now he became a president, and then suddenly Puerto Rico is nothing, right? But this is what I'm saying. My grandfather, he fought in World War II. He fought in Korea. Two of my uncles went to the Vietnam War.
Damn.
They fought for America. As Puerto Ricans and American citizens.
I served too with Puerto Ricans and with Dominicans and with Colombia and with everybody from many other countries in the world.
There's 4 bases. There's
Many
4
countries.
American bases in
Not
the
just-
island of Puerto Rico, which are still active. They still do radiation bombs off our island in Vieques, and they still do those radiation bombs there through the American army.
Hey man, y'all making me feel like I want to.
Hey man, this country is savage. We need to hear about it.
I'm starting to feel like I want to kill
No,
myself.
but listen to this.
You
So all this
motherfuckers,
is
you
happening.
bringing me down, baby.
They made Puerto Ricans U.S. citizens back in the 1930s so they could go to war for the USA, which my grandfather and his brothers and sisters went. And then when we need some help, where the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Okay, but
You let us die?
you know
when
what?
we've died for your country
What's
and we
going
go
on?
back to our little island?
But Puerto Rico,
Come on.
but see, he doesn't think he has linear thought. But I'm saying he thinks Puerto Rico is just like Mexicans. He has that mentality.
Facts.
They're pretty much Mexicans, and just like
But he
Mexicans and
knows
Puerto
better
Ricans.
because he used to
No,
go. No, but I'm telling you.
I think he's old and senile. The motherfucker's crazy.
This is what I'm saying. Because 20 years ago, he went to Puerto Rico and bought all this real
Okay.
estate, and he bought the Miss Universe.
And
he
he's
bought the Miss
senile now.
And he bought the Miss Universe pageant, and he held it in Puerto Rico for 4 or 5 years because he loved Puerto Rico. The moment he became
He
president,
like Puerto Rican
yes,
women. He
No.
Yeah.
yeah.
probably.
He can fly
like
them to the
that.
mainland. He don't need the island.
He like them pasteles.
I don't deny that he might be senile because he must have forgotten that
Right.
half of the buildings in Puerto Rico say Trump Towers.
Okay, but what I'm saying is,
You know what I'm saying?
That's ironic.
People
It's
are
crazy.
forgetting. The motherfucker says crazy shit. He forgets that he said he was going to do something. Then 10 minutes later, if you catch him alone, the motherfucker's eating crayons. I'm telling you, and he's just licking windows. He's a fucking idiot. And why are we acting like? Oh, we're surprised. He's going to try to sell that shit tonight. He's going to lie about 1,000 times. They're going to fact check him. And other white people are going to still be like, yeah, but I still like what he's doing. That's all. I mean, so I've been saying this before. I thought he was going to win, number one, because I think America's so full of shit. I also said to myself, yo, he's going to fuck everything up and people going to let him because the top 10% of white folks love this motherfucker. That's why the top 2% got that tax break. Because he's like, hey, man, I'm down for y'all. Fuck the poor.
Of course, no, he's definitely playing that game.
So I'm not surprised.
But yeah, no, and all of this stuff, the whole circus and monkey show is it's just a
It is a circus.
That's what
it's just to distract
And
us
it's
all
gonna-
from
and
him
Showtime-
raping this
Showtime's
country.
It's going to
You
have
gotta-
its arc, and it's going to have its end.
It's going to have its
Of
end.
course.
Will end.
No, but I mean, you got to watch a show called The Circus. It's on Showtime. It comes on. If you get a chance, there's a documentary showing how crazy this motherfucker is, and it comes on right. What was that show you liked with Cohen? He would go and make people do crazy shit. Sasha Cohen.
This
Sacha
is
Baron
America?
Cohen. It comes on it was coming on right after that.
Okay.
So if you get a chance, people, I'm not that I'm bigging up Showtime, but I'm letting you know something. That documentary shit about Trump is hilarious, and if you can't see that he's crazy, then you're kind of crazy.
No, but he talks the shit that America loves to hear. That
America is crazy.
yeah, America's a crazy.
Hey, can I
country.
plug something real quick?
Please do.
I have an album called PTSD, man.
Hit him up. Tell him who you
I'm
are.
a veteran too, and I feel what you're talking about when you said about Puerto Rico. I have friends that are from Puerto Rico that served in, fought in in a war. Let's not talk
Yeah.
about that.
Right.
But what I'm trying to say is that at the end of the day, I feel like America has PTSD. I feel like a lot of different communities in America suffer from a community of people dealing with PTSD.
I mean, that's,
What do you think about
that's
that?
So that's absolutely true.
Well, I have
And the white folks that are supporting this dude, knowing they know he's lying.
I mean,
Yeah.
look at the
They know he's lying.
They know.
Look at the trauma that a lot of us are black in here. Look at the trauma that black people have gone through in this country. You know what I mean? Like I often make this point. Like sometimes people will be like, why isn't education more important to black people? Right? Like as a stereotype thing. And for those just tuning in, we are Savage as Fuck right here on Marcus King Presents Dash Comedy. We were talking about Trump.
Say the phone number.
We were talking about Trump in the wall. Yeah, if you want to chime in on any of this, call 310-986-6610.
I forgot to even. That's crazy.
But if you think about it, right, like go back to slavery, which is our introduction to America. They didn't let us read, right? They didn't want African slaves to be
Smart,
well learned, intelligent, that don't need to know the language that well.
They
Why?
still don't want us to be intelligent.
Right, because that shit makes you think and ask questions, which slaves shouldn't do, according to a master,
'Cause you're
right?
a slave.
So after years, centuries of that, right, there's going to be a certain amount of black people who shun education, right? Because it's dangerous to be educated. They're going to not fuck with books, right? It's going to be ingrained in you that this is just a dangerous thing for you to do. Some people are going to buck that and
It was
and
traumatic.
steal a book and hide in the barn and read it at night and try and learn, right? But some people are just going to be like, fuck books. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like when you see the dude, like,
and that's trauma.
Look at this nigga over there reading. Look at this nigga over there trying
To me, that goes all the way
take care of
back.
his kids.
To me, that goes all the way
That
back.
was
How
R.
long-
Kelly. He can't read or write.
How long we been dealing with that though in our community, where it's not cool to be intelligent?
Right, exactly. And that's what I'm saying,
smart
right?
motherfucker.
Smart ass nigga.
But what do we
I don't
have?
want no talking ass Sharif ass motherfuckers. You know
Exactly.
That
And
shit is what it is.
And
what's
then
the-
they gotta
what-
get hands.
But what is the the one that's prominent in our community? What is the book? The one book they did let us read, the Bible.
The Bible. Of course.
Think about. I always challenge people with that.
That was for
Hey,
control.
wait a minute. Hold
They
on.
let us
Exactly.
read the Bible because they knew it could control us.
And there's no.
That's
there's
the
no
fear. That's
there's also-
instilled the fear.
There's also no real information in it.
Wait a minute.
For
Hold
honest,
on.
to be honest, like there's not a thing that educates you about
Well, hey, man, listen,
the
you
world,
shut
It's
your
very
physics,
vague. You
science.
can make it into whatever you want to be. That's the Bible. Like it's
You know
not
what?
a real factual
You know
thing.
what? Both of you, everybody on this panel, you shut your mouths. I love fucking God and I love
You
the
love
Bible.
fucking God.
I love
Okay.
fucking God.
I love the God
Okay.
I
of the
love
Bible,
fucking
too.
God. I mean fucking God. You knew what I meant.
Shang the
goddamn it.
Godfucker.
You
fucking-
know,
what do you
I mean, I love God with my fucking heart and life and love and blood. And you say something bad about the Bible, goddamn it, I
There's-
swear to God, I'll
ladies and
smack
gentlemen,
the shit out of everybody in here.
There's Charlemagne the God, and then there's Shang the Godfucker.
I'm the Godfucker. I mean, God got good pussy, is what I'm trying to say.
God, good pussy. All
As-
right,
as pussy
hashtag that,
goes.
kids. If you're wondering why we're saying things like God's got good pussy, it's because we're savage as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, the show's going to
And we're right here.
If somebody tunes into this show and goes, "Oh my God, what did they say?" Then you're dumb and you shouldn't
No,
listen
but
to the
really
shit.
to go
You're gonna
back
die.
to that thing of like people, all these white people are believing Trump. It's because I feel they feel entitled that it's their time.
It's
That
their
is
last stand of
their,
white entitlement.
Exactly.
That's what this is.
No,
I feel like they
last stand
that is
of
their
white
time.
entitlement.
They're sick and tired of all these brown people everywhere, and they're sick and
course.
tired. And then that's why no matter what he says, and no matter how many lies he spews, and no matter how he can manipulate the media and propaganda, the whole thing, they're gonna go with him because it's their
What?
time to be like Confederate
What?
flag again.
You know what?
The South will rise again.
You,
like
wait
sort
a
of
minute.
a
You
situation.
shut your mouth, you dirty Puerto Rican. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna build a wall just around you. I'm gonna build just a
and
wall
that's the
around you.
reality. And that's the
Around
reality. And they're
Cost me
not. They will
$55.
not back down. They will never back down from anything. They will never back down with their convictions because no matter how wrong he is, it is their time to shine.
Whatever.
Hip hop's everywhere. Their children are
Shut
listening
your
to hip
mouth.
hop. There are interracial marriages
Listen,
going
woman.
on. Oh my God, life is going to hell.
Miscegenation.
Listen,
You know,
first
like-
off, we got a fucking guy on the show named, what is your name? Pedro?
Black Pedro.
Black Pedro Hernandez.
That's right.
And then you bring this Puerto Rican on the show. What else is next? God damn it, somebody go get my gun in my truck. This place is going crazy. Fucking
It's
And
gone
crazy.
nuts.
that's the actual response, and that's what people are doing.
Oh,
this. No
that-
matter what, they're going
But
to
why
defend
am
this
motherfucking
man.
surprised? Okay, I'm gonna bring it back, but we're not gonna talk about R. Kelly anymore. It kills me where people are like, are you surprised that oh my God, he's a pedophile? Everybody fucking knew.
Yeah.
Everybody knew Trump was a backward trailer park Greeny breed booger bitch. Everybody fucking knew. But guess what? They didn't give a fuck. What I'm saying to everybody out there
Because
listening,
most of this country is backbred,
right? They
booger breath
they're
ass.
booger
They
bitches.
really are.
So what I need everybody to do is circle your wagons, make the best you can in your life. We want this station to blow up and make a lot of money where I can hire midgets to hand me shit off the ground. That's what the fuck I want to do.
I don't think you can
That's
say
not white
midgets.
America at all.
That's
Hey.
not white America. So I want to enslave midgets.
While we're
I don't think you can say midgets.
hey guys,
Little people, dwarves.
So real quick, before we go to our next break, I'm actually gonna switch topics up here because we were kind of already on it. Speaking of education, right? One of the big problems that this country has is this public education sort of crisis, right? A lot of our major cities
Are
the
having
teachers
problems.
are overworked, underpaid. So this week, this Thursday, very close to the entire LA Teachers Union going on strike.
Oh God.
That means 600,000 kids without teachers in
That's
LA,
crazy.
y'all.
Right. But that was coming. Though.
sad.
That was coming because they had been complaining. No bullshit. I have two friends of mine are teachers and my cousin's a teacher, and I'm telling you, they've been complaining for like a year and a half that they ain't getting fucking books and shit they need for the students, and
Bro.
nobody listens. So I guess they're feeling like, well, you don't want to listen. How about fuck you and your kids?
Bro,
But
listen.
we
I
gonna
mean,
spend how much
these-
on a wall? How much are we spending on a wall?
No,
Yeah.
it's
Thank you.
No, he want. No, I'm not making this up. First, he said he would settle for 2.7 billion. Then he said, nope, I want 5.6. I think it's 5.6. I might be a little.
So
off.
he went up.
He went up billion.
Almost double.
He won billions for the so.
And these kids have
yeah,
no
he went up.
education, and he
Yeah,
wants a
that's
wall.
the truth. That is so true.
Like, come on
But
now.
the teachers, Pedro, I'm
I
telling
will
you,
kill him
the teachers been
personally.
complaining.
Jesus,
Not
who's-
thinking
I mean,
about
who's
the
it?
kids,
I
'cause
will
his
call-
kids
I
are
will kill this
educated.
man.
Yeah,
Not thinking
hey,
about
you can't
his
say that on
poor
radio.
kids.
Can't say
I would
that.
like to hit the disclaimer real quick. The views and comments that
Yes,
are made
yeah.
on this comment is
Yeah, you can't say that. 'cause
not the
people-
views of all of the people.
Yeah, people are listening. So if you,
So
that was
it's-
Nettie.
it's 30 it's
I'm
30
a snitch. That was Nettie.
There's 30,000 members of the United Teachers of Los Angeles, 600,000 kids. Some of these teachers are dealing with like 50 kids in the classroom, man. Like
They bad.
No,
yeah,
no.
I mean, well, in that situation,
kids are
it's not
bad
even about
these
bad. You
No,
can't
no,
even.
no.
Well, you can't even give them the attention to calm them down.
You
Yeah,
can't even control them.
like there's not even
No.
a space to do that in a class with that. Where listen, society wasn't meant to be like this, where an adult is outnumbered by children like that. Like that's not the way
But no,
we should even be
but-
educating our kids.
But
But
you're right. The teachers complained about it and said they need to split up the classrooms so the kids would get a little bit more
attention.
attention.
That's the only way to do it.
But nobody was listening to him. I'm telling you, man. My cousin was telling me. He said, "Man, I'm so tired of this shit. We go and tell them we need these things, and they don't give it to them. So you know what's gonna happen. Like I think they're right. People say, oh, they shouldn't do it. Fuck that.
No, they have to.
They have to.
I-
Does that make sense? What I'm
They
saying?
fighting for the kids.
That is like, give
of
me some
course.
fucking help.
The
That-
LAUSD, which is LA Unified School District, has a surplus right now of $1.86 billion, right? But they say that their budgets go in 3 years. So over the next 3 years, from 2018 to 2021, they're expecting to spend $24 billion to educate kids. So they're saying that, including that 1.86 bill right now. So they're saying they don't really have the money to do these things. People don't realize that LA teachers have been working without a contract for over a year now.
Yeah,
right.
that's
So
it.
they've been negotiating and trying to work this out. But as a worker, how long do you take the conditions? Right.
How long do you take the shit?
Right. So I mean, I guess to offset a potential strike, like they're gonna have to reassign like 2,000 administrators and like 400 substitute teachers to try and fill the gap while the teachers are on strike. And I'm like, you're gonna go from 32,000 teachers
to 400.
to 2,400, right? Like, I'm like, that's
There's gonna be a
hurt.
bunch of gym coaches going. I don't know shit about math.
Take a lap.
Fuck it, do some push-ups. Just do some push-ups, man, because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
I mean, I'm sure the kids are happy as fuck, though.
Oh yeah, no, but no.
Oh, really?
No, I think that there's a certain point where if you want to graduate and the teachers,
Yeah, imagine if you're
it fucks you up.
a senior in high school, you're trying
senior,
to get out.
I'm talking about the younger ones.
Oh, the younger ones, yeah, fuck
Yeah, for sure. I'm just
Man,
wondering Where the fuck are these 600,000 kids gonna go? I mean,
I'm saying,
that's
are you
like
gonna
the
bring your
entire.
kids to
That's
that
like the
school?
population
I'm
of
not bringing
Detroit.
my kids.
Right. I was just thinking
That's just
that.
like if all of Detroit had half day off in
I want
LA.
all of those kids to do me a favor. Since you're gonna be out of school, I need you to listen to Savage as Fuck.
We for the
You know
kids.
what?
All
We
day.
for the kids. Marcus King presents Dash Comedy. You know what? You can't get class. Class is out. Shit's fucked up. So what you should do is you should listen to the show. You should follow us on all the apps, and
then you should go and watch Fall Girls on
Yes.
Saturday on BET.
That's right.
That's
Because
what you
Erica
should do.
Peoples will be on it.
That's right.
Yeah,
Tammy
and you
Roman.
should, and then definitely
True to
go
the Game on
Erica
Netflix.
To
Peoples.
the Game on Netflix.
Exactly.
Do all of that.
And then follow Erica Peoples
Yeah.
on her Instagram.
All I'm
too.
worried about is parking
stunning right
spaces. All I'm worried, I swear to God, I live in Koreatown.
Yeah, you
All
ain't
I'm
gonna have no
worried about
parking.
is parking spaces.
Nope, you're gonna be.
So that's
ain't
what
gonna be
y'all
no
should
parking
do.
space. So check this out though. Before we bounce off this topic and go to break, I do want people to keep in mind that this is a trend in America. Union busting is going down. All right, they did it in Wisconsin. They completely busted the teachers union when they struck a few years ago. It's happening to my union, to SAG. Right, like I don't know if we're aware, but on the commercial side of things, like one of the biggest advertisers, BDO, is just breaking the contract. They're like, fuck it. We're not paying SAG. We don't give a fuck. And if that falls and they're the biggest ad agency, the rest of the shit's going to go too. So I'm definitely going to keep my eye on this LA Unified thing because, I mean, in a state like California, 6th largest economy in the world, I mean, this is a big issue here, guys. We are here, Savage as Fuck, on Marcus King Presents Dash Comedy. We're going to break, y'all. When we come back, we're going to talk about, well, I'm going to do my little pop-in. We're going to talk about some New Year resolutions,
And
all right?
I wanted to ask y'all, I wanted to see if we can, when we come back, are we allowed to talk about Tiffany Haddish or will I kill her career?
Oh, no, let's do it. Let's do it.
I mean, when we come back.
Let's do
'cause,
it when we get back.
That
You
was a
wanna
big
kill
story,
her
too.
career?
Yeah,
no,
that-
that if you say something bad about her, then they feel like you hate her or some shit. But it was all over the
We all
internet.
love Tiffany here, by the way, but we
do
are
love her.
going to break.
We
We'll
are
be
gonna say
right
something
back.
about shit.
We're going to talk about Tiffany and a whole bunch of other shit. Savage. Yeah, y'all, we right back at you. Savage as Fuck. Live right here on Marcus King Presents
Live.
Dash Comedy.
Live.
I am Black Pedro.
I'm Shang.
We are your hosts, y'all. We in the building. We have several guests, man.
We have a Juilliard trained actress in the
thespian.
building.
Oh,
Miss Erica
With
Peeples,
her
y'all.
beautiful, she has a shirt on that's made of ostrich ass. It's beautiful.
Yes.
It's soft.
The ostrich, he
Ostrich.
shat it out.
He shut out a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Shat never sounded so good.
Shat. Where you said that, and you learned that in the studio.
In the studio.
That
It was
Darling.
fantastic.
That is Erica Peeples,
Yes,
y'all.
watch
Erica
Fall
Peoples in the
Girls
building.
BET this Saturday,
Fall Girls.
9/8 Central.
And you'll be seeing a lot of them.
9/8 Central, y'all. That's
Yeah.
what I like to hear.
And also make sure you follow us on all of our social media platforms. But you can also listen to us on iTunes, Stitcher, Slacker. What's the other one? Oh, iHeartRadio. All of the platforms for podcasts. You can hear Savage as Fuck this Monday. This show will air this Monday, and you can hear it from now on.
Yeah.
And also follow us on the Facebook page. Very important. And we just got a surge, man, which was really cool. I
Did we?
I
Okay.
did a boost on there, and man, we got some about 800 people hit it like that.
Awesome,
So
man.
we need more and more people to come to. We want more and more people to come to the page so we can let you know about different stuff
Follow,
going on.
like,
and also,
follow,
we
like.
forgot to tell them there is actually a Marcus King Presents Dash Comedy fan page now on
Ooh.
Facebook. We have
Ooh.
it has its own page where you can hear about other shows that are on the platform. So
Kim and Ken.
Kevin
Maya,
Tate.
The Kevin Tate Show.
So when you go to that page, if you go to that page, you can see some of the other shows that are going on. And we're building an empire.
We
taking
building
the
a
shit over.
family over here, y'all.
We
Come
taking
get on.
shit over, nigga.
Because we ain't going to have room on the bandwagon for all you
Yeah, yeah,
motherfuckers.
yeah,
so get on now. God damn it. So we got Erica Peoples in the building. We also got
and
Natty Z in the building. Natty Z,
Hey,
talk to the
Natty.
peoples.
Natty.
Let them know where they can follow you again.
Oh, at Natty Z, NATYZEEE, or at my so-called LA Life on
That's it.
Instagram.
And the captain of the team, light skin himself.
Captain.
Scottie Trippin.
I'm just the janitor.
You were the
Actually-
janitor for Team Light Skin?
I just clean the shit up, man.
Chief cook and bottle washer.
Bottle washer for the light skin team. Nah, man. Like,
Hey, I'm a part of that light skinned crew.
yeah,
don't have to add you.
you
I
are.
like-
Yeah, you beige.
Beige.
I don't know. You borderline.
Mocha.
You right. You
Don't
right.
take
kind of
offense to
You
that.
in the. You in the.
You're
You in the.
mocha.
You're
You're-
not like. But you're not high yellow.
Yeah, you're a mocha.
Like you're not red bone.
You're a mocha twist.
Dang.
Yeah,
I
you're
got-
not red bone. But
You're a mocha twist with a little bit of cinnamon.
yeah, you get.
Ooh,
You
that
getting into.
sounds good.
That's
Mm,
that.
that winter spice
we
latte.
welcome you with open arms.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
I'm saying.
Open arm
Yeah.
policy. You know?
Light skin, dark skin, no skin. Girl,
Did you see?
in.
Did you? Did a little pimp just jump out your chest?
Hey man,
Hey, baby, you
I'm
look
trying to put it
beautiful.
back in there, man. I'm trying to finish this interview.
It's so real.
Anytime you use the word cinnamon, you got a little bit. Hey, baby, you look like cinnamon.
Okay, so
Don't that sound like what a pimp would say, baby? What are you? What is that, cinnamon? Either that or a gay dude. A gay dude is probably his name is Cinnamon. What's your name? My name is Cinnamon. This is Glitter, and that's my boyfriend Sparkle.
stupid dog. Hey, so you dropped a little nugget, Shane, before we were going to the break. You wanted to talk about Tiff Haddish.
No, I don't want to talk about.
I don't mean talk shit
Yeah,
about her, but this was a situation
It
that
was
came
a
up
trending topic on not only Twitter but Facebook
over the holidays.
Over the holidays, since we're coming back 2019, Savage as Fuck on Marcus King Presents Dash Comedy. I'm gonna tell you right now, she took a L on New Year's Eve, and a lot of comics take a L, so I'm not gonna say that's like something unusual.
No.
But she took a L, a really big show, and it went viral on Twitter and went viral on Facebook, everywhere. TMZ carried it, and a lot of comics came to her, you know, and said, "Hey, we got your back, Tiffany. It was just one show." But the thing is, it wasn't one show. So I'm wondering, will she be able to bounce back?
How many
after
shows?
I didn't
Seven.
So I didn't
shows?
see the clip. But
No, it's all over the place.
But
I'm
what
not making it up.
but I heard about it. I heard she started just said fuck it and started drinking on stage.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
and people were saying that's unprofessional. People paid a lot. New Year's Eve, I think they triple. Don't they triple what you pay a normal comedy show?
Sometimes.
Ticket.
No, it's they triple it. So a lot of people were angry.
$250
No, $250.
No, they triple it. No, so people get mad. People get mad when they pay that much money.
Of course.
And instead of you keep trying to do your material and you just go fuck it, whatever. I don't feel like doing it. And I saw the video of her saying that. I was like, can she bounce back? Do you think that when you take an L on that big of a platform,
Here's a
What was her
can
reason?
she bounce back?
What was her reason for not?
She
doing
said
it?
she was partying and stuff like that, but I don't know. All I know is that I did a show at the Cleveland Improv. I was there the week after her, and she broke down on stage and started crying and was talking about, you know, how hard it was for her to make it. And the thing is, the manager told me this. The club manager said, "Man, we glad somebody can actually do an hour of material."
Yeah,
And
so
I was like, wow, where the managers were talking shit.
here's the thing, right?
Do you think she could bounce back?
I didn't see. I believe she can. I believe she's talented enough and strong enough too. But what I gained from it without even watching the video, just hearing about it, the first thing that popped into my head was overexposure. Right, like she's blown the fuck up that quick, and she's everywhere. And you know, without a staff of writers around you and all that shit, like it's hard to just generate original new material that quickly that level and keep it going. She's had a special out, so she's got to be working on a new hour or whatever, right? Like, so you can't use that old special material. You got to come up with some new shit. But you're in 50 fucking states. You're somewhere every week. Like, how? What the fuck is she doing? Like, unless you have a staff of writers giving you that shit, and you know, like Kevin Hart, why is he so prolific? He has a group of guys around him. I'm not saying he's not talented. I'm not saying he's not funny. I'm just saying he ain't writing all that shit.
No,
like,
he's
nobody
not.
can do all that
I
shit.
know his writers.
Like, that's hard to do.
They're all comics, and they're really good comics.
There's only a few guys that do shit like that. Like Chappelle can do that.
But
Rock could do
Tiffany,
that.
no, Phil I can say it. Phil Bonner said the same thing, and I agree with it. And another comic, Earthquake, who, by the way, if you get a chance to see Earthquake live, the motherfucker is hilarious. I'm just giving props. And he said that she got to get back in the comedy gym. And that's what you said. She got to get in the comedy gym and have some writers and some people sit there and help her craft a set. Because when you pay that much money to go out to see somebody, they don't give a fuck sometimes. You're famous for 5 minutes. And then after that 5 minutes, like, no, fuck that. Be funny.
And that's the thing,
but
right?
you're both right.
But that's the thing, right? Because you're famous for 5 minutes. So
And then they
you got to
don't give
get
you a
this
pass
money
no
now.
more.
You got to get this money now.
Yeah.
But if you don't have like some 20-year stockpile of material that nobody's heard, it's going to be hard to keep up that pace after a while. And so I assumed is that she just got overexposed. Like she's been out here, she's in all these movies. I get that.
But she doesn't have time because she's touring and she's in movies and doing all this stuff. I agree with both sides. She does need to work on her.
But she needs writers around her.
Don't
She's going to be that.
Then don't do a comedy tour and don't headline. Host Steve Harvey. And see, people think I was hating. And by the way,
she doesn't know
Daryl, fuck you for saying that because I saw your Facebook, you bitch.
And I'm just interjecting now. This is Cassie Dang, producer. I'm just saying this because I love Tiffany, and she's been a star since the first time I saw her, and she's near and dear to my heart. But yes, I believe she will bounce back. Yes, I believe she needs to go into the gym, and yes, I believe it's overexposure. I think all of it is yes. But we can't tell her what her journey is. You know,
No, you can't say what her journey is. But what I'm saying is, it's like if you call something an apple and it's an apple, it doesn't mean you hate apples. And if I say that she needs to get in the gym and you say it's overexposure and all of that, then don't do a comedy tour, or at least don't headline a comedy tour. Steve Harvey was getting, and people think I was hating on Steve Harvey, and I'm not. Good for you, man. But Bernie Mac was smoking him on that fucking tour. When they was doing Kings of Comedy, he was getting smoked, and it was better for him to host
than to try and follow Bernie.
To try to follow Bernie Mac.
Of course.
And people in the comedy, people who listen to comedy know there's some comics you do not want to go up after.
Man, I swear to God, I said that I was at the post office.
That's the truth.
I was at the post office yesterday.
I'm telling the truth.
I was at the post office yesterday, and the lady behind the counter said one of the funniest things I've heard in a long ass time. Her and a co-worker were talking shit back and forth.
Wilding at the post office.
Yeah, and two old black women too. And then she, right? And they were talking shit about another co-worker, but the one lady said, she was like, it ain't shit talking if you're stating the obvious. I cracked the fuck up and I was like, I'm rolling with that, sweetheart. That's my new phrase for 2019.
What's your number, baby? But no,
I have a question about Tiffany. Yeah. Does she want to be considered a comedian actress, or does she want to be an actress who also is a comedian now?
I think she's a stand-up. I think she would call herself a stand-up comedian first. I think she would call herself. If I could speak for her, I would think she would call herself a stand-up comic first. That would be my guess.
I feel like if that's the case, then she should.
I'm not saying she's not both.
How do you define it?
Yeah, no, I think she's both.
How do you define it? Because she's
50-50.
I know she started acting when she was very young. I know that for a fact. But that doesn't. But you also can't start stand up when you're 12 and 13. So what does it mean? Is it how long you've been doing it, or is it what do you put more energy?
But look at the greats. If I consider them greats, I look at even though Chappelle has taken L's. But what I'm saying is, you look at Chris Rock, you look at a lot of comics that go out there, they actually go get in the gym first and work their shit, and then they do a big tour. They get really strong and they go, oh man, I'm killing all these little clubs. So when I do a big theater where people are paying $75, $100, I'm beast moding this motherfucker for 45 minutes, 50 minutes without blinking. That's what I'm saying. If you know that you ain't at that level, right? And like, I wouldn't, like, for instance, Cat Williams makes me look like a speck on a rhino's ass. I would never want to follow him, even though in reality, I have followed him on stage, but not when I go on tour. I wouldn't go on tour and follow him. So she shouldn't be following anybody that's a beast at all.
But this
she
goes
should
back to
host.
But this goes
Tiffany
back to
Haddish presents.
But this goes back to your team, like your people. How do you? That's saying if you know. But what if she doesn't? What if she's around a bunch of yes people? I can't say who's around her.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
What if you're around a bunch of yes people that say, hey, you're killing it. This is hilarious. You know,
yeah,
but I feel like she.
But that's your management.
If she considers herself a stand-up comic, she has to be ready for that. Like if I consider myself a professional actress, right? Because I did go to Juilliard.
Yes.
I'm not gonna take a movie and not learn my lines.
Thank you.
It just doesn't go together unless I consider myself someone who's not really into
and it's
acting.
Not hating.
But what if someone's saying, "Oh my God, Academy Award performance! You're doing amazing. Keep doing that," and you could do better. But you could actually be doing better.
But she actually canceled, right? She actually didn't do it.
And the 3,000 people in the room said, "No, you're not Academy Award.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
You're not Academy Award ready." Like the thing I love about stand up, and you've been doing stand up a long time too. The thing I love about stand up is it'll let you know. It'll fucking let you know.
You don't have to ask. Was that
all
funny?
Of those people in your ear don't mean shit when you get on stage. Yeah, you got it. When you get on stage and you ain't getting laughs, that's how the people let you know. And if you do that in front of a big crowd time after time, there's got to be a point where you go, you know what?
This
and it's
ain't
not
working.
hating on her.
This ain't working.
This ain't working. I need to get back into Chris Rock. Chris Rock's one of the biggest comics in the world. I mean, the motherfucker's huge. His Netflix joint, 40 million motherfuckers watch it at one pop. I saw him at the Improv with 20 people working on shit with a notepad. And he, like, every night, because I was there every night, he came past 2 of my shows I was doing and did guest sets, and he was working on his shit. It's a work ethic, too.
And he watches other people. That's one thing about Chris
And
Rock.
he
He still to this day will watch other people's.
He also had a team around
maybe
him.
that she was
Ali
seeing it as a
Leroy,
mentor.
Before he
A
did,
mentor
but I'm saying
to-
he still got to get up. You still got to get in the gym. I'm saying it wrong.
No, but when-
you
no,
still
but
got to
listen-
get in the gym
Yeah.
and the
course.
comedy gym. You still got to get up there and work the shit.
But you need
And
spotters in the gym too.
Yeah, but
Like people
Tiffany got enough
helping
money
you
to
out.
get spotters.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. And the management should be like, listen, we're gonna get some hot writers that fit with you, that'll write good for you, and we're gonna make the shit hot.
But do we know how much
So the
money she
people-
really has? She might not
She
have
got
that
money.
much money.
She got money.
I feel like it could be a combination of both Sorry about that.
Your manager is
You
super
know,
important.
Yeah, management being greedy management, because that happens all the time with a lot of artists. They're like, yes, you're doing
put
great.
them
You
out
should
there.
do this. You should do that. Let's
Get
do
them on the
this.
track.
And also humble, like being humble at the same time.
Yeah.
As in, like you said, Chris Rock will go to and with 20 people with a notepad and work on a set. Maybe she should humble herself enough to be able to do that and say, I'm not the biggest one out there. Let me still work on my stuff. But I think, again, it goes with the whole village. It takes a village. And I think she might have, like, been in a wrong direction through her management, through her agency, saying, you're the hottest new star. Here's the bag.
But she is one of the
No,
hottest.
but that's the thing.
Having a bad day.
But that's
No.
the thing.
No.
When they're pushing like that, management and you guys know this. You guys are in the industry. Management and agencies, they care about the securing a bag. That's their thing.
No.
But they will push. They will push an
I
artist.
see what you're saying, but
Yeah.
a management, if you like you said it perfect. If you don't know the lines, fuck if I'm gonna put myself out there for this movie. I'm gonna wait till I got the shit so cold that everybody's impressed. And that's the thing, man. It's like the work ethic when it comes to, like, even with comedy or anything, you got to still get in the comedy gym.
Of course.
Pedro, you've been doing it a long time. You still get up on stage. You could be comfortable as hell. You know your material, but you'll still be like, fuck it, I got to get up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we work out new material all the time.
Or you'll get up on stage. I've seen comics get up on stage and be like, okay, you know what? I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to figure this new bit out until I got it right. And then you see it a week later, 2 weeks later, and the joke is fire. But that's because he kept doing it over and over again. I don't
That's
think
what you're
Tiffany
speaking
does
to.
that.
You ain't hating. You just speaking to
The work ethic.
What the work
No,
ethic
I don't
comes
hate
for
Tiffany.
working.
But,
I mean,
let
but
me-
we see her everywhere, so she's working, and part of that is like if you're on set all the time or blah blah blah, it might be harder to get to the
'Cause
stage,
I spoke a
right?
lot of weed, so all of the motherfucking lines that she had, I'm like 3 movies. Nigga, shit.
Yeah. I mean,
But that's
so
what
it's not-
actresses.
it's the balance.
That's what actresses
But
want.
those are the two worlds, right? If
that's
you're an
what I was
actor
asking.
and a comedian, like you got to find some balance, and it appears that the comedy side of her career, stand-up wise, has gotten out of balance a bit, right? Like that.
So you think
you
she'll
reshift your focus.
You think she'll bounce
put it
back?
Yeah, she's funny. She wouldn't have gotten there if she wasn't funny.
And this
Like-
is
You
only
can't say
making
that.
her
You
more
can't say that.
relevant, right?
Amy
We're
Schumer.
talking about her now, so this is only helping her.
Yeah, I know, but Amy Schumer, you said she's funny, but Amy Schumer.
Ew.
Exactly. Amy
Ew.
Schumer has got all kind of shit.
Did you
And
see her
Amy-
puking on Instagram?
Amy Schumer, yeah.
No.
Amy
What?
Schumer's
Like,
not that
oh.
strong.
Oh,
So you
God.
can- you
we
can-
are not talking about Amy
Hey.
Schumer.
No,
You
no,
can
we're
be-
not
you
gonna
can be
go there.
famous. You can be famous and not funny.
So check this out, guys.
Taylor.
This is I do my little segment every week. Black Pedro's pop in.
Black Pedro Ponder.
We
love
working
that
on the song.
harmony.
We still working on the song, but but
Man, that song was beautiful and melodic.
yeah, thank you, brother. I appreciate
harmony.
that.
Damn it, man.
2019, y'all. My pop in is about New Year's resolutions, right? Every year we do this to ourselves, where we're like, this year it's gonna be the hottest year. I'm gonna make all the money, and I'm gonna get a Ferrari and a horse, and I'm gonna become a unicorn. And it's like, you know what? This year I've decided, fuck all that. I'm not gonna put that pressure on myself. My New Year's resolution is to not have a resolution. It's to just show my ass up every fucking day like I've been doing, and keep taking these baby steps towards my goal. Honestly, I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen this year. I'm not a clairvoyant like that. I don't have no crystal ball. I'm not a genie and shit, right? So let's all be realistic with ourselves out here as we make these resolutions. You ain't got to lose 50 pounds this week. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to find a new man right now. Like, let's work on ourselves. Let's take these baby steps, because no one year in your life is gonna change your entire life by itself, right? Our whole lives are cumulative, right? So this year is based on what happened last year. This time last year, I wasn't even here in the studio, right? We didn't even have the show going yet. So I didn't see that coming. Now we're doing this. We're going to keep this going. We building that. We got Marcus. We got Phil on the team now, right? So we building over here. And I don't know when this shit's going to pop, but it will. And we're going to keep popping, keep working. Hey, I said popping. Black Pedro's popping, y'all. Yeah.
Popping like
Hey.
You know what? It just seemed like there should be music behind him and an American flag flying real
God
slow.
damn it. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Together and don't wish for a star, but just wish.
But that being said, does anybody have any resolutions they made
Oh
this
God!
year?
I agree with you. I've been doing that for a long time.
1,000%.
I don't need a ball to drop for me to make change.
To make change in your life. There you
listen.
go.
Yeah,
Ooh.
right.
Okay.
I
I'm
actually
with
do
you,
need
though.
my balls to drop to make change, but
Yo, man, I don't
I'm
know
with
how
you,
you
though.
made that circle back to your balls. The fuck was that? Like, yeah, man, but the bottom line is, what about my balls?
You too, Erica?
Well, I was just
That
going to
was
say
so
that
strange.
I agree with you. It's all about progression, right,
Yeah.
for me this year. But I feel like in 2019, maybe it was just me, there was
Mm-hmm.
an energy shift. It was almost like a paradigm shift where it just felt good.
Okay.
2018 felt like work, work
It was
until
hard.
you
It was
get
arduous,
right? It was
yeah.
a hard. It was hard, but there were highs, there were peaks, and there were lows, right?
that's it, right.
But there was something about the energy flow. I'm a big energy person,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm all about like spirituality and energy, and I love God, and
Yes.
I just felt like I felt really good
Mm-hmm.
on 2000. Like every single day, nothing. Even when I have moments, I'm just like, oh, but I still feel good.
You
Still feels
still good.
Progression.
Wow.
So I think progression would be my resolution.
Progression.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that. I
And
like
we have
that.
a Psychic Wayne. We should have Psychic Wayne come.
Yeah,
back.
well,
Yeah.
well, Nati, what are yours, you know? What
Oh, that's how she
what are
talk.
going with yours, Nati?
What a gwine.
Nati,
What a
Nati.
gwine do?
No, that's how in Jamaica it's
Nati.
Nati dread. No,
Nati
What they call
dread.
dreads. No, they call dreads. It's called Nati dreads.
Nati dreads.
Nati dreads.
Nati
They used to
dread.
call me that in high
Nati.
school.
What a guan,
But
what
in Puerto Rican Spanish, it would be Nati dread.
Nati
Yeah.
dread.
Nati dread.
So that's that tongue roll. That
Nati dread.
Actually, to continue with Erica Peeps over here.
Oh,
like,
thanks.
Yeah.
I like that. Thank you.
Because I'm very spiritual too, and I'm very like intuitive with energy and stuff like that. For me, 2018 and the year before, but mostly 2018, was more about planting seeds.
Yeah.
and that's very
Wow.
and that's very important for me because it's. You know, it takes years to understand this, but once you get there, I feel like once you're in your 30s, and I feel like we're all there here, it takes years to understand, but it takes time, and it's all about what you did before and how you plant and how you
I agree.
how you planted those seeds and the intentions behind those seeds, which is the most important part. And then once all that's happening, I feel 2019 is just gonna sprout.
Starting to
Oh my
sprout. You
God.
feel the
Sprouting.
sprouts coming out.
And
Yeah.
you know, with all these great rains, it's a great time to cleanse.
You're
You know what?
absolutely right.
Y'all
I
making
absolutely
We're about to
agree
start
with you.
crying.
Stop it. All right, look.
Their periods have aligned all of a sudden.
I had to stop
They're on
all
the same flow.
Snap your fingers.
Yeah, I know. I
We're
got
about
stuff
to do a
on.
rain
I
dance.
want to. 2019 J News. I want to be living your song. I want white bitches and cocaine.
Cocaine.
Oh, we can do that
I
right
want-
now,
I
Shay.
want-
I got bags and I got white bitches on my phone.
I want.
And that's what planting the seeds got you.
it
The
ain't-
white
it-
bitches
now,
in the
I'm not-
cocaine.
See?
I don't want no progression.
Watch it grow.
Roosevelt
I want
Hotel
this shit
right now.
Y'all, all y'all. Hold up.
Watch these
All
white
y'all.
women grow on you.
I want a big tour that I can actually back up what the fuck I'm doing. I want a lot of money. I want all kind of shit. I want the baddest bitches in my trailer. All that, like, yeah, you know, life. No, fuck that. I want an HBO, Showtime, Netflix special running simultaneously while I'm
Three
getting my
different
balls
specials.
licked by every bad girl that didn't win in the Miss America pageant. That's what I want in life. I want all of that
Runner-ups.
simultaneously at the same time.
And you will get it.
While I'm smoking a blunt. And because
put
I
it
don't
out there,
smoke
it's
weed,
done
I'm
now.
gonna
This is the
start.
thing.
I'm gonna smoke
But
my
it starts
smoking
with
weed.
planting seeds like having the show right here. You know, this is
I'm
what
just
this is what we talk about.
I want this
seeds.
show. I want this show to
These are
crush.
seeds.
Y'all, I want this show to crush every other show. I want every other show to be homeless motherfuckers that's eating cockroaches off each other's shoulders.
Yes.
I want this show to be.
Shoulder roaches.
I want savage as fuck tattooed on the back of people's necks.
Tramp stamps.
Tramp stamps. Bam. That's what I want. Fuck all that. I like the world will come to. Fuck the world coming to me. I want the world to come on me,
Oh,
and
whoa,
I want
whoa,
to come
whoa,
on the
whoa,
world,
whoa, whoa,
and I want the world. Wait a minute. And I'm heterosexual, so I meant a woman. I want a woman. I want because the world is a woman. God is a woman. The world is a woman. The earth is a woman. That's why they say Mother Nature. I want the world to just grab me by the back of my head and kiss me really deep, and then after that, buy me some fucking Cold Stone ice cream.
Shang, if you want the world to come on you, just go over to R. Kelly's house,
I
motherfucker. Just go.
I knew that was coming.
You saw that coming, didn't you?
Yeah, but I don't like men coming on me.
Hey, Scotty.
I like vaginas. I'm a
Scotty tripping with you.
Scotty, you know what I meant. I'm a vaginitarian, motherfucker.
Ran out the room.
You know what I meant, nigga. Oh, now,
See,
listen.
light skin, nigga. Shit, I don't know what to say.
You know what? You fucking up the light skin curve, man. You know
See,
what?
how come women can't talk like that? Well, it was like, I want
You
two
can?
movies back to back with two men sucking my toes. and
Yes.
Another woman.
Hey, you got
Another woman
go.
licking
Hey,
on my
you
titties.
talk
you
that
missed
shit.
you missed the episode where we talked about me and toes. So you already got one volunteer right here. Kick them shoes off. Watch what happened. Watch what happened.
You want Spielberg, James Cameron directing you at the same time while someone's massaging your left nipple while you are counting money.
Yeah,
Yes.
that sounds great, but it doesn't sound the same.
Yeah, no.
You can say it. You know why? Because
Yeah,
this show
it's
is called Savage as Fuck. We
That's
are on
right.
Marcus King Presents Dash Comedy. You can say whatever the fuck you want to,
That's what
y'all.
I want.
But I'll claim that.
I meant the world come on me. I mean, I've had women come. I don't want no dude
They
coming
came
on me.
on you.
Okay, because
Like,
y'all
I like the
listen. I said I wanted white bitches and cocaine. I didn't say I want white dudes and cocaine. I want a white dude to just come over and come on my bank. Nobody said that.
While screaming your name.
Let me tell you something. I like vaginas. So everybody that thought something different, you need to run out the fucking room.
Well, you should like vagina.
I do.
Vagina is
Vagina's
a
fucking
awesome.
awesome.
It's where life begins.
Can we stay at this point real quick?
Yeah.
Vaginas?
Vaginas are beautiful things.
They're beautiful.
They are.
They are.
Why is
I
your
love the
voice
way you came in
changing?
there
You
with
like
your
that?
voice
Why
like
you say?
that just made my vagina open.
Really? Hey man, as soon as the show's over,
Hey.
I got to holler at you.
We
now.
got 5 minutes left, yo. Get your game
Like
out.
TDP say, it's time to play our game. Nigga.
Welcome to Savage as Fuck, where we open vaginas daily.
No, I'm saying no. That 2019 to me, at least for me, is like I do have plans. I have a systematic plan that I want to be Pinky in the brain. I want to take over the fucking world.
Same thing we do every day.
Every day, take over the world, Pinky. I want to do that, man. I mean, I've had a pretty good run at it. There's some shit I learned that I fucked up which is bad. But no, I mean,
fuck ups are the best things to learn.
No,
from.
but I learned a lot. I've been learning a lot. But I mean, my last 3 dates on the road were phenomenal. I fucking sold them out. I finally figured out that
Great, congrats.
I sold, and I'm talking about all
Door
of them.
deal.
And yeah, no, I got
See? Door deal.
I did well. And
Yes,
what I'm saying.
sir. Yes,
But what
sir.
I'm saying is, before I would have just got a fucking bonus. So
Yeah, see?
But no, so
There you
it
go.
is a different ball game. But I'm saying I'd rather follow like a plan of attack, because we do, like with this show, Pedro, we're gonna have a plan of attack.
Yeah, we do.
And I think that this show, I mean, there's some good shows on this fucking network.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not I mean, like Kevin Tate's funny as fuck. Howie Bell, that motherfucker. I don't know if Howie Bell's a killer.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, so we got to step up our game and be just as funny, just as prolific, just as like we're provocative, where people go, God damn it, did she say open her vagina? I'm listening to this show every goddamn radio.
Yes,
This is
sir.
the best show ever.
I'm
I
gonna
only
listen
say
to
that on Savage as Fuck.
Yeah,
'cause
they're-
I don't
Yeah,
know where
yeah. And we appreciate that.
I'm still in my feelings about it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm in my feelings.
You are welcome to open your vagina anytime on
Thank
this
you.
show.
Hey,
girl.
don't.
that.
Never mind.
You know,
Kiki,
feel so much
do you
better
love
about life.
I'm
me?
about to start dancing outside and everything, nigga.
No, but I'm saying, like, imagine somebody tuned in right when you said that.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm definitely watching
Watch
her
this show
show.
again, man.
I'm watching the show
I'm
on
following
BET.
her. Matter of fact, I need to get your Instagram. After, you know what I'm saying?
If you are
it's
just
Erica
tuning in,
Peeples.
we're wrapping up here on Savage as Fuck on Marcus King Presents Dash Comedy.
They're taking the
But make
signs
sure,
off the wall.
Hey, but make sure you guys keep following us. All right, we re-air during the week. Again, you can catch us every Monday on iTunes, on Stitcher, on Google Play. So if you're missing this episode, you just tuned in. We talked a lot about surviving R. Kelly. I mean, a whole lot of that. Trump in the wall.
Trump, the government shut down.
Government
in the
shutdown. LA Unified School District might be facing a teacher strike.
Huge teacher strike.
And we got into some good resolutions for this new year, y'all.
Right.
So make sure you keep following us. I'm gonna give our guests one last chance to say goodbye and give them your follows again. So
All
Miss
right.
Erica
Social
Peeples.
media. Make
Hello,
sure you
Erica Peeples at Instagram, at Facebook, all of that. Erica Peeples, Peeples. Peeples, like Peeps. And check out Fall Girls this Saturday on BET, 9/8 Central.
That's it.
It's going to be a
Fantastic.
laugh.
Check
That's
your girl out. Check your girl out.
Why? Grind.
Scottie tripping.
Hey man, I'm definitely gonna watch that too.
Yes,
Fall
yes, no.
Girls, you said?
Yes, Fall
Yeah, we
Girls.
supporting.
Thank you.
I support both of y'all female, y'all young ladies, man. I appreciate having
So
had the chance
pimp, you female.
sit around y'all and just
He said
bask in your.
Damn, Scotty,
Anyway.
leave some for us.
So y'all can find me, man, at Scottie Trippin' on Instagram. Like I said, also I'm starting a couple little projects. You can find me on all digital platforms for my music. It's called PTSD. It's the last project that I put out.
Right.
I'm also gonna be working with Dash Comedy, helping to get these shows together, man. And I gotta say, y'all got a fucking hot show, man. Dead ass.
I believe so.
I like the way y'all have the way that Pedro worked, the way that y'all work. Your shit is fire, man.
Thank you, bro.
Appreciate y'all having me on.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah,
That
thank
means
you
a
for
lot.
having
That means
me,
a lot.
guys. Thank
Go-
you.
Let them know.
And Natty Z, talk to him.
All
one
right,
time.
guys. First of all, I want to say thank you for inviting me. It's always a fun time.
Always.
You know, I always take this opportunity. This is what I want to do for a living. I want to be a radio personality. So every time I come here, it's like you let me release release the beast.
Yes.
But thank you so much. So I feel very blessed for these opportunities. And you can follow me at Natty Z. That's NATYZEE on Instagram, or you can follow me on Instagram as well as at my so-called LA Life. There's a little podcast attached to it. It's kind of crazy like this one. Go leave your comments. Say anything you want to say. I love you all, and thank you again for all the opportunities.
Definitely,
All day.
and make sure you check out J News.
Yeah.
and that
That new track, X-Rated, we played
X-Rated
it during one of our breaks.
And Welcome to Hollywood is actually on YouTube. You can go on
Yeah.
YouTube and check it out, and you can also download it on all platforms.
That's right,
Okay?
y'all. Hey, yo, I'm Black Pedro. Follow me at Black Pedro.
Black Pedro, and I'm Shang, and make sure you check out Savage as Fuck live all over the country.
Yes, sir. We'll see y'all next week.
Deuces.
Peace.